If you love music as much as I do and you like all the things Local Distortion does for unsigned artists, then please support the show by donating as little as £1 a month to patreon.com/Local Distortion Podcast. Please subscribe to the Local Distortion YouTube channel for more interviews, live performances and new shows exclusive to the channel. And also like and share the Local Distortion Facebook page at facebook.com/Local Distortion Podcast.
Step forth and make somebody notice you, yeah. Find another way to collide. 'Cause you don't need to change your life for someone. Come get yourself on this ride. I need to feel safe, I won't get hurt. Just smile and let the sun shine. With all that I gave to you and all that I had to lose, I keep asking why. Tell her that I just don't feel anymore. I can't find the love inside of me, yeah. Maybe I won't go back anymore to being just another one of your fools.
Welcome to Local Distortion. On this podcast, I'll be talking to the best up-and-coming independent artists and bands. I am your host, Daniel Kirk. My guest this week is Oscar Corney. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, man.
Now we have him in the studio, we need to lock the door. Make sure he doesn't escape. Because some people noticed that when I had False Hearts on, I did kind of let slip that my next guest would be you. Like technically the week after. And obviously, you know, things happened and we had to reschedule.
Yeah, it was terribly long ago as well.
It was like a month ago now, I think. And luckily I had content that I could drop instead. And it was all fine. We've hung out a few times since then. And,
right, man.
Yeah. And he's here now, which is good.
In the flesh.
And he's not going anywhere. We are doing this right now. Now you're fresh off playing at the London Garage.
Yeah, man, yeah.
With Seasons last week. How did that end up happening?
It's funny enough, I was actually going to go to the gig. It was on a Friday. Laying on my bed on Thursday night, being lazy as usual. And get a call. No, I get a message from Grant saying, give me a call ASAP. So I was like, that's weird. Never rang him before. Met him a few times, but he just literally said, band's dropped out, do you want to come and open up? I was like, well, I'm coming anyway, so I might as well just bring my guitar. So it's pretty cool, man, because, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm as heavy as those guys at all. Just playing acoustic, so it's just...
Yeah, because you're obviously...
Rooms filling out, just rather than...
Get the full band together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would have been a bit of a shambles if we'd have tried that, but... No, it was cool, man, I really enjoyed it, and those boys are on form.
Yeah, they've done some incredible things this year.
It. Yeah.
They kicked off this podcast back in March.
I know.
So huge thank you to them, because
definitely.
I was literally discussing with Grant weeks before it happened. I was like, I want you guys to kick this off, because I could sense back then. I was like, you're going somewhere.
Too right,
and to have those guys on first with the momentum they had, I was like, it's perfect. And he was like, you're so lucky because we've just got management, but because you messaged me first, we're not going to go through them, just because he was like, literally, they won't know what this is and who you are, and because obviously I had nothing to show them.
Yeah, exactly.
And they had no idea what to expect. They didn't know what they were walking into. Yeah. Because literally, Grant, he had been here 4 or 5 years ago when this space was
he a singer-songwriter? He was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Was that back then?
Probably even before then. Before he even did acoustic stuff. I got him in here when I was doing music.
Yeah.
I won't go into that detail. And literally, he hadn't seen the space since then, and it was literally a tiny shed back then. Obviously now I call it a studio. Yeah. I would like to say it is a studio. So he was like, oh, you still got that old little shed? Are we going to do it in there? I was like, no, it's kind of improved since then. It's
extension.
It's a studio now. And yeah, we got some of those guys down and just...
Absolutely sound, all of them.
Yeah, it's like the podcasters took off with them.
Yeah.
Because everyone keeps coming back and watching the Seasons one, and obviously I couldn't attend that gig which I was a big guy about.
That was a wicked
It
gig.
looks awesome. Because that was their EP show, wasn't it?
Yeah. I didn't really know what to expect. First time seeing him live.
It was a sellout gig as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally. I heard so many good things. Yeah, chatting to Grant before, they got some proper die-hard fans. It's funny to watch.
They do,
People come
don't
from
they?
like Dublin to see him in London. It's fucking crazy.
Well, those guys, they're on it,
Yeah,
basically.
big time.
And I've hung out with him a few times. He's done my new show on YouTube. He's done Glovebox Jukebox. And literally when we were recording that, his phone was just like did not stop. Half of it was band chat, but most of it was other bands just messaging him constantly. Just, can we play with you guys? We love you guys.
I can imagine as well.
Please give us a show. Please give us a shot. And he was like, talk to our
do?
management.
Yeah.
He's just like,
what can
he's
you
like,
say?
he was like, without our management, you know, we'd be lost, because they came in here and they knew what they wanted.
Yeah.
And they knew how they wanted to
they're
do
doing
it.
everything right.
Yeah. They had a plan.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. How has your plan gone this year? From what you had envisioned at the beginning of the year, what goals did you set yourself?
To be fair, it's been pretty close to what I wanted. I mean, this is like my second year of doing the singer-songwriter thing. The first year, pretty much the whole year, was just a testing the water, because I was not this kind of guy in terms of, definitely didn't have the confidence. Even to go, I used to play in a band just playing guitar, never sang. So when I started singing, it was like, what now? So I suppose I better go to a few open mics and see if I can do it. But struggled like mad with nerves at the start, but I just love it now. So it's trying to, which I have done this year, set mini goals of certain things I want to do, certain gigs, release a single, which I did, a music video, and now it's quieting down a bit because it's that time of year. But yeah, load of gigs this year, which are awesome. So hopefully next year I can have a bit more of a scheme as opposed to just winging it.
Have you winged it mostly? Have people more come to you this year than you approaching them?
I mean, gig wise, it's a bit on and off. I mean, once you do a few gigs, you get to know the promoters, and then chances are they'll say, "Oh, someone's dropped out," or "Do you want to play this night?" So the ones you know, sort of thing, I'll be like straight.
They always throw you stuff.
Yeah, or like the little collection we got round here with Tom Lumley, Hollow Star, Searching Grey. Yeah. We're always gigging every now and then, or one of us is always playing every odd sort of month. But yeah, man, the sessions and stuff. Done quite a few sessions this year, but.
So do they always come to you, or you?
Yeah, pretty much. I've tried to. I mean, I used to just be firing out emails left, right, and centre, but at the minute, like, I'm just trying to build myself a bit more of a brand, if you will, to try make it look more appealing when you're approaching these people.
Yeah, and have sort of just all of your stuff all in one place.
Yeah, literally.
As well.
Otherwise, some random guy going, "Can I come and sing a song on your YouTube channel?" It's like, who are you?
Yeah. Well, I encourage that on this podcast. Like, even if you haven't done any of those things before, obviously I'm kind of getting into that type of thing, and my version of that is called Undiscovered Sessions. And
it creates a platform. Brilliant.
Yeah, because you know most channels out there, they do want kind of more established bands. You know, sometimes they take a risk. They take on a new face, but I'm more than happy to take on any comers because I'm new to the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. You never know who you're going to meet as well.
Yeah,
people,
and
bands. You could
I've met some incredible people.
Exactly.
Doing this. Like,
that's what it's about.
Literally, everyone I've met as well, they've been so down to earth. They've not been arrogant in the slightest. They've been confident, and
which is what you want.
They have every right to be. Because some of the music that these guys are churning out is incredible, and it's like, fair play to you.
Yeah,
like,
crack on.
I'd be confident as well. Like, there's not a hint of arrogance in any of the bands that I've interviewed at all. And
I thought I'd see that, you know, when I started this singer-songwriter thing or properly getting on a gig circuit, because there's always the like
you always expect it. Yeah, you hear about it.
Yeah, as well. But I literally haven't, man. Like, everyone I've met, minus like a few people I can't even remember. You get the odd one. Yeah, but like everyone's always up for gigging with each other. You always get people's details, and it's wicked. That's what I like about it most, just meeting like-minded people that love doing.
It's a very friendly scene.
Yeah, massively.
Moment, I think I think it is hard for everyone at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think everyone is coming together and helping out each other. Like you said with Tom and Hollow Star.
When I was in the band when I was like 16, we were called the Varsity. We were a bit different. It just felt back then, don't know if it's because we were young, but it felt like with the bands you play with, there's like a hierarchy of, who's the best band in Cambridge or whatever like that. Whereas now it's not about that. It's about
you all take it in turns basically on who's headlining and
exactly.
There is no like, you're more an opening act, you're more a headline act. There's none of that.
We just do it like sensibly. I'll just say,
definitely.
If I'm playing with Hollow Star, I'm not going to headline because well, you're not gonna play a little soft songs after they've just teared the stage apart, which is like it's just sensible, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's for me. I don't want to follow those guys.
The first time I saw you, actually, you were supporting them.
Yeah.
But you had the full band set up.
Oh yeah, that was at the Seven Wives, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, and that was just a perfect build-up. And I could see your point. How you wouldn't want to follow that
because it's just putting things in reverse. It just doesn't work.
But it is a nice blend. And I think that contrast in styles it works really well. I think all of your styles work really well, and like you can put either or together. Any of you guys could play together, and it wouldn't matter what kind of order really.
I think the people that listen to our kind of music are into music full stop. So
exactly,
the chances of them turning around and fucking off is it happens.
I suppose that doesn't happen to you anymore.
I don't know, man. Like I get this thing on stage now where
are you just watching people to make sure they don't
no,
leave?
it's not like that. It's like
sit back down.
Go out and
I'm not finished.
Give them a hiding when you're done. No, it's like especially when you play like a smaller venue or like a venue where there's like no one there and you can like physically see people.
Yeah.
You just
kind of like the Corner House one.
Yeah. So
I came to the other one.
Yeah, it's like you just see like dead eyes, and people will just. I'll do it like if I'm watching someone, I'll have my arms crossed because I'm so into it.
Yeah.
I'll look like I'm really not enjoying it. Then in my head, it's just going, no one's enjoying it.
That's what I'm so paranoid about sometimes. I'm like,
literally,
I need to look like I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, I know,
but not so much that I make a tit out of myself.
Yeah, because
everyone else is standing there like just doing nothing.
That's one thing I need to just snap out sometimes.
I just clap really loudly and intently afterwards. That's how I show my enthusiasm. But yeah, man, that Corner House gig, I really like that. I really enjoyed that.
To be fair,
it was really great sound.
Wicked.
I don't know the numbers, how many people were there, but it was just a nice personal gig.
That's what you get there. I think when you go to like Portland Arms, if it's not half full, it's just a bit of it's a letdown type gig, whereas Corner House doesn't feel like a huge venue because it's not.
No. People
could be sitting in a bar, but then they'll still engage.
I was really impressed actually because that was the first time I've been there.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Really,
and I kind of liked it. I kind of liked the feel, and I was a bit sceptical. I was like,
there's nothing
I was like, is the sound going to be any good in
I
there?
know, yeah.
But man, you had Chris on the sounds that night.
Chris kills it.
Yeah, and Chris is
He's
an
incredible
wizard. Sound man, especially for what he had to contend with. That
massive,
pub environment.
But he out of all the sound mans I've had, I first met him at the Rockfest when I played Cambridge Rockfest.
Yeah,
guy's just insane. Like, rather than just a sound man who's hates his life, don't care about the bands, don't give a shit about the music.
Just presses some buttons.
Ask for reverb. It's just like I've just asked to do something bad.
The death stare.
Yeah, literally. But no, Chris will just mess around with delays.
That would be a good band name. Reverb Death Stare.
Literally, I've had it so many times. Love reverb.
you just got to have a little.
Yeah,
bit. Just a little bit. Now, back in October, you won an NMG award for best male solo artist.
Yeah, that was nuts, man.
Did you expect to win?
Literally, no. I mean, the year before, like I said, I just started out.
Yeah.
Turned up to the NMG, thought there'll be alcohol. Mate said, I was like, too right, see what it's all about. Huge hall, completely. I was sitting next to Tom Lumley at the time, and there was a breakthrough act. I was just completely miles away, half cut. And then my name gets called out, and my heart just drops. I'm like, oh my God. So I had to do a speech then. And then, Yeah,
Did
a
you
year
plan the
went by.
speech or
No,
was that just off
literally,
the
I
cuff?
just did not even have a clue I'd win that one. And then this one came around, and because it's such a high caliber of like a category, so many good artists in there, I just wouldn't even consider myself in there. So I was just like, to be nominated when it came up on the screen, I was like, wicked.
Yeah.
Um,
That's just something to brag about in itself. Being nominated, really.
I know, it's wicked, man. The whole thing of it, and then when I won, I was just I actually couldn't believe it. Did a little speech and rolled on the next one because it's just such a good event to go with the whole Cambridge music scene, and everyone comes together. No one's been an idiot. There's live performances. We did the collaboration,
Yes.
which was
I did
best
see
part of that
highlights
night.
of that.
Better than the award, man, for me. Playing with those guys was awesome.
Yeah. Which cover song did you do again?
I get by with a little help from my friends.
And that
then-
was with a couple of the guys from Hollow Star.
Yeah, Hollow Star. We had pretty much, I think it was 9 of us in total. Me, Tom, the whole of Searching Grey minus
yeah.
Mikey, because we couldn't really afford to have 2 drum kits on stage. And then we had the Hollow Star lads. But
They could have shared a drum kit. That would have been interesting.
yeah, stick each. I don't know why we didn't think of that. A stick and
that
a
would
foot each.
That would have been
That'd look
incredible.
romantic, all in one suit
Yeah.
together.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, supergroup's coming, so.
So how do you feel about having that title attached to you now?
I think it's nuts. Like, especially round here, it grows more and more each year. So the competition's not just a Cambridge thing; it's broadened its horizons now. So, yeah, this early on to have something like that under my belt is insane, really.
Because you kind of mentioned that you've been kind of lazy-ish
Yeah.
this year. With
Yeah, literally. Like I'll have my spells, but I don't want to, because it's so early on, and I'm 21 years old, so I'm still young. So I don't want to force feed it and.
Man, you're 21.
Yeah, literally. I don't want to burn out as such, and I know
Yeah,
I know
you
what I've
should
got
take
to
it easy,
do.
yeah. You've got time, definitely. You're 21.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
fine.
mean, so-
You're absolutely fine.
Just that's why I wanted to take it easy.
Yeah.
I love gigging, but sometimes, like this half of the year, I've stepped back, sort of haven't chased all the gigs where it's just
But why do you need to if you're already winning awards
Well,
for best
yeah.
solo artist?
it's-
And you're like,
yeah,
yeah, could have done a bit more, I guess.
I could have really, but I don't know. It's all coming together, so
But it's good because the music is doing the hard work for you.
yeah. Which is
I think
cool,
that's
yeah.
the difference here, because some people, they're putting all the hard work in
chasing it,
and
chasing it.
and the songs just aren't quite doing it for them.
Yeah.
But I think it's complete opposite with you. Like, you're just kind of sitting back and saying,
It's done alright.
"This is me. Do you like me? Do you like these music? Do you like this? Do you like these tracks?" And everyone's just lapping it up. I think.
Yeah, I suppose the best things I've done, well, some of my favourites is the collaborations with the electronic artists. So, Keno track is, when was that? I don't think that was this year. No, it was last year. End of last
Okay.
year.
Yeah.
He's signed to Hospitality Records, and they found me online. And this is when, again, I was in my establishment of, do I want to sing? Do I want to do this? I'm not a singer. And then all they wanted was vocals, so we done a track together. That came out because he's got a big following, that guy. So that was nuts. Got a few more in the pipeline for January time with some nice big producers. So fingers crossed.
So that's a potential exclusive.
Yeah.
When did you decide that writing and performing music is what you wanted to do?
I don't know, really.
How did it happen?
Well, the band ended. We all just sort of went. Everyone went to uni, just kind of collapsed in itself like bands do at that sort of age. And then like a few weeks went by, and at the time I was a bit of a loser, smoking too much bad stuff, and then sort of pulled myself together with it. Just started jamming out on my own, just acoustically. I'd always be playing my guitar anyway. And then I literally do not know what happened. One day, decided to go into this room in my house, try to sing. Never sung in the shower, never tried to sing, never wanted to sing.
Modest.
Yes, but
Modest.
literally, man. And then I just started singing. Sent a video to my sister because she's a singer.
Oh, okay.
She's like a performer. She's got pipes as well. she's a serious vocalist. And I was like, be honest, is this shit? I was listening. I was like, I can't listen to this. I was like, I'm just going to send it. And then she was buzzing off it. So I was like, all right. And then few things like that. Sent it to more close people and was like,
Yeah.
don't let me put this out if it's shit. Is it shit? And my old man's like a proper, like, straight to the point type of bloke, especially music, because it's how I'm into music so much, because he is.
Yeah.
And like I play gigs now and he says that's weak or
He's
whatever.
honest.
Yeah, like, which
Yeah.
you want. I don't
Yeah,
want
you
someone
do,
to
yeah.
sugarcoat me and
No.
say, oh, it was really good, when, you know,
Yeah.
I've played a lot of, like, you see a lot of it out there of someone needs to tell them somewhere down the line, otherwise they're going to get their feelings hurt. And also, I don't want to waste time.
I mean, people get deluded as well.
Yeah,
don't they?
it's like, smell the coffee, wake up. But, nah.
You shit.
But yeah, that's pretty much how it started. And then, like I said, it's where I met Tom actually first time. The Alma, it's a pub in town called the Alma in Cambridge. I just googled around, me and my dad googled around for open mic night, because it's not a gig scenario. I didn't have a set then, just had a few songs to get used to an atmosphere of people, mic, standing up there on your own. But yeah, that's where I met Tom, because he hadn't been doing it too long either. He'd been going like 6 months or a year, I think, because he'd just come back from Spain.
Yeah. You guys are a similar age, aren't you?
Yeah, he's just a year below me.
Yeah.
So it's, again, like, I've known Tom for probably 2-3 years now. It's awesome. So that's where we're at now.
You both not done too bad.
It's going good, man.
Yeah.
We've got a collaboration track out as well. If anyone wants to check it out, SoundCloud, Oscar Corney verse Tom Lumley. I don't know why I called it verse each other, because
Is it like a rap battle?
No, we're not attacking each other in the song. It's actually a bit of a cheesy song, but I like it. It's called Shaken Up, so check it out.
That's cool, man. I'll have to check that out. So now we're going to go way back even further.
Sick.
Can you remember the first album you ever brought? This is with your own money.
Right.
So you probably, saving up the pocket money.
Cool.
Can
This
you
is a
remember?
tough one. See, with music, like, I listen to a lot of music, but someone will say, what's your favourite band? Or give me a music question on the spot, and I'll say the shittest answer. I don't know, I'm going to have to say Led Zeppelin album. The one with Stairway... Is it Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah.
It is the album. I'm pretty sure it was that, because I used to spin that track all the time, because it's like a 13-minute song, isn't it? Something crazy.
Yeah, it is.
And I used to listen to it all the time in my room. And the friends come over, I was like, this is real music, listen to it. Yeah, that's got to be up there. That and, like, standard Green Day. It's got to
Bit
be
of a
there.
contrast there.
Yeah, I know. It was Nickelback, it's all there, man. Serious bands.
So what was the first song you learnt to play on guitar? Did you try some Zeppelin straight
man.
away, or?
So again, like, I used to be... I never used to be that guy that you could go pick up a guitar of every song under the sun.
Apparently Tom Lumley's one of them.
Yeah, Tom knows some tunes, man. He knows some tunes.
Surgeon Grey were like, you can just pick up anything and play it.
And it was literally like I had a guitar teacher, my first guitar teacher, nice guy, meant well, just was a bit shit.
Like most guitar
just
teachers.
didn't teach me this. It was like I was against jazz at the time, but just like
They always start you
yeah.
with the jazz.
I'm just
Why?
like, well, I want to play some power chords and
Yeah.
dance around my room.
They don't understand, do they?
Yeah.
It's like, we'll start you off with some simple jazz. Like, no, I want to play some Metallica.
Yeah, literally. So my first guitar I got, which was just before I started lessons, just got a standard starter Strat with an amp, with no drive channel, and I just assumed at the time, being so young, electric guitar meant distortion. So I plug it in on Christmas Day, I'm going,
This doesn't sound right.
yeah, where's the crunch? But song-wise was probably, I don't know, I want to say Wonderwall, but it probably wasn't. It's just something that everyone knows.
Could you rock that out now?
Oh, probably not, no. Definitely
Please
not.
don't. It probably sounds better than the original, but I'm just sick of that
Yeah,
song.
no, Ryan Adams done a great cover of that. That's way better than
Ryan
Oasis.
Adams does covers of everything.
Yeah,
quite
he done a
well,
whole
doesn't he?
album dedicated. He covered a whole Taylor Swift album like last year.
That's pretty impressive.
Song for song. Don't know why.
So now I've seen you with a full band set up, and I've seen you kind of acoustic. You had Ben with you,
Yeah.
backing you up. I want to know what are some of your favourite songs to play live and why.
Of my own songs.
Yeah.
Acoustically, there's changes, I think. 'Cause acoustically, The intimate ones go down well because I like the acoustic complements them. My Way Home, which is like a country Americana sort of sound, that sounds quite cool on acoustic because pretty much all the songs were written on acoustic anyway, so it's a bit of a breath of fresh air. So I love playing My Way Home acoustic. Same as Pretend. Electric, the heaviest stuff like Gunfight, awesome with the band, especially if we get extra guitarist Ollie because he plays slide, just does some wicked bluesy stuff over the top. And anything, Get To You's my favourite to play now. I don't know why. It's got delays in it, effects, and you can just get lost in it on stage. So it's good fun.
Not including your official music video, which we'll talk about in a sec. What's been your favourite video projects that you've been involved in, or the acoustic sessions that you've done?
I'd have to say, experience-wise, and because it was wicked fun. The bridge session on the river.
Because you were on a punt.
Yeah, it weren't the most comfortable experience because it was people like they don't want to spend a load of money, so we got the smallest pump. There was 5 of us. I'm pretty sure there was me I'd sit right on the end, so I had a chain wedged in my arse, yeah, for about 2 hours. Then there was a mic in front of me. There was a lot of money on that boat. Cameras, a drone.
A laptop.
Yeah,
the drone. That was incredible.
It was crazy. But yeah, and it was boiling hot as well.
Yeah, it was height of summer, I'm guessing.
Went up the river, there was nude swimmers.
Was there? Oh, you went that far up?
Yeah.
You're not meant to go that far.
And then we're like, because in the drone, one of the drone shots, this guy's swimming next to us, and we were just like, thought he was just swimming. And then you just see like he's straight up naked from the drone. So that's fucking.
Did they keep that in?
Yeah, I think they did, but he's so high up.
You can't see it.
You can tell he's naked though.
Oh, I'm gonna rewatch that.
Oh, it's funny, man. And then there was another part. I think it's like a private swimmer's dock.
Yeah.
And it's felt weird because I've been to Cambridge obviously whole life because grown up here and never knew that sort of thing existed. It was and it was a weekday as well. So these people weren't at work. They're just like
swimming in the river.
Yeah, some of them are naked, some of them are old, some of them are young. I was just like, that is weird, but it's cool.
I've heard about it, but I didn't think it was real.
Yeah, literally, I was like, this is a cult, like a swimming cult. I was like, it's funny though.
Wow. So
that one was an experience.
Okay, back in August, you released the single You're Full.
Yeah.
With a great music video.
Yeah, that was good fun.
Who filmed that again?
That was As a Button Productions. So the guy who records, sound engineer Dan at Valhalla Studios. I met Tom, who's one of the guys who runs As a Button through Dan.
Tom Morris.
As we done another session which was called The Music Group when Valhalla was called The Music Group. So I met him then, always planned to have him do my music video, it's just a matter of when I was going to do one. So we scouted out the location in London, which was literally the hottest day of this summer. Driving to London in a van with no aircon.
Oh God.
Guitarist Ben, chewing my ear off the whole way. Anyone that knows him knows he does as well. And yeah, we got there and I was so worn out and hot, and it was a small room, just looked cool. Like I had the image, the studio, and got in there, it was air conditioned to the tilt. It was amazing. It just made my day. Put a smile on face, and I could put jeans on because it was cold in there.
Dan produced the song as well.
Yeah.
Did you record that as his studio as well? So that's at Valhalla Studios, isn't it? So he's worked with obviously Seasons as well. He does work with Tom Lumley as well. Yeah. I wanted to mention the artwork for the single.
Oh yeah.
Because for those of you who haven't seen it, it's basically an illustration of two shrunken heads.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Can you explain why you chose that to be the artwork? It's a bit random.
I know, my good mate Swanee, who done my first one, Dan Swansea done my first artwork on the EP. He's an awesome illustrator, and he's got a clothing brand called BHP Co. With my other mate Connor, who used to be the singer of my band. So it's all quite close knit. Definitely check this stuff out, anyone that's listening, because it's awesome stuff. Yeah, I just approached him. I was like, I've got an idea, because the concept of the song is You're Full, as in, without going too deep into it, nothing that happened to me at all, but everyone's been in a relationship where they get dragged along. Nobody wants to be someone's fool, so that's the whole concept. So I approached him, I was like, I want an artwork with like a man and a woman, or like two sides of something. And yeah, he just worked it, and I was like, unless you put some really very like girl on there, which I didn't want, because I didn't want nothing cliche.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it is. Like, it's enough to...
Because some people are very conscious about, you know, when they're reaching that point, about what kind of artwork they use, because they want it to be easily recognisable.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, if you put a girl with, like, you know, a pretty girl on it, you know, obviously that's going to get attention.
Yeah.
But obviously you went a different route.
Yeah, I think it stands out.
Definitely.
I was well happy with it. I mean, a lot of people would go, "What's that about?" And if you listen to the song, you will probably go, "What's that about?" But yeah, I think it's cool, man.
I think it's definitely a unique thing to do, because obviously a lot of people wouldn't have gone for that.
Yeah, I know.
They would have just it would have just been a standard, you holding your guitar, picture, blah blah.
That's
blah.
what I mean. In a field.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
That standard picture.
With a 2-mile cable to your amp. But yeah, no, he does that whole shrunken head thing. It works really well.
Yeah, it's just really unique and random.
Yeah,
I just wanted to ask about it.
Yeah, sick. I think it could look like the Gorillaz' next album. That's
it kind of has that vibe to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The same sort of style. Yeah.
And it was meant to have a big dagger in between, as in like that kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Got a bit sinister, so I said, nah, take it out. So it's like a death metal album.
Yeah, it kind of would look like a brutal CD. It's like, is this in the right section? It's like, this is in the pop section.
Literally.
Oh yeah, and it's classed as pop on the iTunes thing.
See, when I did the whole distribution thing, I always wanted it to be in the singer-songwriter charts.
Right.
And then they give you these drop-down menus of genre. So, well, I'm not rock, I'm not blues.
It's hard to describe yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got
because you've got elements of everything.
And like, I'll always put like Americana or whatever, but like that's more of a funky. It's probably more to the poppy side of what I do.
Mm.
So I just go pop, but I don't want to be pop next to Drake and Rihanna
and pop is so generalised, like because
it
even
is.
like rap is in pop, and then you think
it's like Radio 1 is pop, essentially.
Yeah,
these
and
days.
It's like,
I mean, I used to listen to Radio 1.
Radio friendly rock, and that we'll save that for another podcast talking about Radio 1.
Yeah, literally, as a podcast in itself.
They had an advert on TV the other day. They were like, "We've got 1 million hours of content for you to listen to." I was like, nah.
Yeah, keep it.
Keep that away from me. Now it's time for our newest segment to the show. It's called Ukulele Sessions. I've given Oscar about 5 minutes to come up with something, and I think he's ready.
When shall I roll?
Go.
Yeah? Cool.
That was incredible.
What a beast.
You can't take it home.
So it just needs a strap now.
Yeah. That was amazing.
That is sick, man. I've never played one.
So that was the first ever ukulele session. Well done.
What a fail it was.
Oh man. Yeah, we should just get everyone in now to do that.
You got to do it now. And then we all need to get ukuleles and do a ukulele
Concert.
super group. Yeah. Yeah, concert. 2-hour podcast.
Just pure ukulele shredding. So yeah, the boys from Hollow Star, if you're up for
Yeah.
shredding the ukulele,
Come show your worth, boys.
if you think you can beat that, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Right, I think that went down pretty well. Not bad for an idea I had last night.
Yeah, it was a good idea, man. It was actually quite fun as well. to play
PMT were
ukulele.
like, is this guy serious?
Yeah.
Like, what is he bought this for?
That is
He
jokes.
literally like said in a sarcastic tone, he was like, when he handed it to me, he was like,
Enjoy.
enjoy it, mate. Like, what are you gonna do with it? I'm going to show him this recording now. Here's what I did with it. Now, we kind of mentioned earlier, me and you, we've been kind of hanging out a little
Yeah,
bit
man.
at gigs. A couple of weeks ago, we were hanging out at the corner house, and you just played a set.
Yeah.
And this lady who
Yeah.
appreciated your set very much.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get this all the time.
Oh, man.
She asked, why don't you go on the X Factor? Why don't you go on The Voice?
Oh, man.
You're so talented.
It's a
How many
fact.
times do you get that?
It's an age-old question. I think it's like so I'm a plumber in the daytime, so I work on buildings.
You've got the sob story.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, plumber. It's the packages there, man. Just waiting. No, it's like I work on a building site, and not all of them, but most of the clientele are not musically inclined in
Yes.
terms of what I do. So they'll find out that I'm a singer-songwriter, and it's the same question or same. Why don't you go on X Factor? Do this. It's well good though. And if I argue it and say it's just like
Yeah, you
no.
can't because they don't understand.
Yeah, but it's
do they?
exposure. I was like, yeah, it's fucking exposure in the wrong context.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was fucking,
It's literally.
if it was
Can
my
you-
last shot
Yeah.
to even be seen by anyone, I'd be like,
No.
all right then.
It's not even 15 minutes of
No, it's
fame,
not, man.
is it?
It's
You
not.
can't even class it as that. Like, literally.
I don't want to be someone's puppet. Do you know what I mean?
No. And
Which is
even if
fucking-
you are good, they can make you look bad.
Yeah, it's
They can ruin people's
yeah. If you fucking
reputations.
get on the wrong side of Simon,
Yeah.
it's like Leona Lewis come out this year saying that she was probably one of the most successful from it, other than in One Direction, clearly.
Yeah.
But on his label, wherever it is, she just got fucking forgotten. As if like, oh, well, you've had like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, we've made the money
Singer.
off you.
Yeah, we've got better
You need
projects
to.
now, and
Yeah.
they weren't even like picking up the phone to her. And it's like that ain't. I know record companies and the business side of music isn't. They don't give a shit how your music sounds. It's how many records you can sell and
Yeah.
how many people you're going to get at your gigs. That's the bottom line. But there's some sort of boundary where I think like they've crossed, which I do not want to go into, because it
Yeah.
takes away everything. Like her view on music now is probably distorted. I don't wanna
People
do
get
anymore.
into it, you know, for all the right reasons, mostly. 'Cause
Yeah.
They're passionate about it. It's what they want to do.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They literally get their whole creativeness just
Yeah.
ripped
Oh,
from them
massively, yeah.
completely. And then they get into clause where when they do get dumped, they can't release music for another 2 or 3
Exactly.
years. It's like how you
Destructive,
can't make
man.
a living.
No, it's
And you have to go back literally to the bottom.
Yeah.
And you are forgotten about.
Yeah.
And people.
but you're then forgotten about. But you're that guy that failed on X
Yeah.
Factor. Even though
Yeah.
you could be insane, but you're always that guy that was on X Factor or Britain's Got Talent.
And you've got that horrible tag of
Yeah,
like,
literally.
you know.
It's like your
Yeah.
Ollie Merzes and stuff. Don't get me wrong. He's a killer performer live, releases good songs, like, but he's still that guy from X Factor. No matter, like, and I think he's good. I think he's actually.
He's one of their favourites.
Yeah,
and
that's what
why
I mean.
that's why he's still on their programmes.
Yeah.
That's why he's promoted as much as he is, because he's still
Yeah,
their boy.
exactly.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
He's still a money making machine
Puppet.
for them. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. I'm sure he's a really nice guy.
Yeah,
he,
yeah.
he seems down to earth and that.
Yeah,
He probably could do well on his own, but
but
they won't let him.
Some won't let him. No.
No, because he's got, too much potential,
Yeah, it's
basically.
literally.
And I think they know how good he is, so that's why they've kept him.
Yeah,
Obviously, because that's
yeah. Because
what
he
they
didn't
do.
win, did he? So it's like, oh well.
Exactly. Most
neither
of
did
the
One
people,
Direction.
well, yeah, and that's the funny thing, isn't it? People
Yeah.
forget that the most successful groups they've produced or
Yeah.
artists they produced
Yeah.
didn't actually win those shows.
No. Who? The
So it's like, well, why are these why do people watch? Why do people vote? Because when you choose the winner, they're still going to get dumped a year down the line, regardless of what you think of them.
Every year it's like week. I never watch, but I'll always. My mum and dad watch it time to time. So this year I tuned in for like 20 minutes of an episode, see what the crack was, and in all honesty, it's sad to see they go around the whole country supposedly picking out these so-called superstars, and the calibre of talent is so minuscule. All you got to do is go on a London gig circuit, come to Cambridge, see what people are doing here. For what they put out, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Honey G.
Yeah, the comedy acts.
It's like that. All they are, they're placements. That whoever it is, has been put on that show to make money. Simple.
Yeah. And to cause controversy.
Yeah.
Controversy and to stir people up.
Because they know it's a dying. No one cares about X Factor anymore. So
it's been like 10 or 11 years now. How is it still going? Like people are still watching, and it won't stop until people stop watching. Yeah. I mean, can you remember the whole Rage Against the Machine thing?
Yeah.
People were sick of it.
Yeah, literally.
And
poor Joe McElderry.
Yeah, like nah. Good. You know, but at the end of the day, he was just a puppet. He was a puppet at the end of the day, and you know, real music triumphed that Christmas.
Massively.
What a special Christmas that was.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, did it change anything? No.
I think once, which has been rumoured so many times, but more and more it's getting close to rumoured, when Rage Against the Machine make a comeback, maybe that's when the uprising starts. As people realise what live gigs are again.
Yeah.
Drag a load of these people into a rage mosh pit. Let's see what they're all about.
So speaking of record labels, management type things, have you been approached by any, or are you just wary at the moment?
Yeah, no. I mean, manager wise, I don't really think. Well, it's getting close. I've just started working with a guy who's like he's nothing official. Like, I'm not tied to him. He's not tied to me. It's more like a manager, consultant type thing. He's got some wicked contacts, different writers I'm going to write with, which is cool. So that's, again, like this end of this year, next year, what I'm working on behind the scenes. Hopefully, try to take a trip out to Nashville to some of his mates out there, just to experience it, write some tunes. But
I actually have a contact.
Oh, really?
In America, and
that's killer.
She has done a lot of recording in Nashville.
Really?
She does a lot of country music and bluegrass.
Love that.
Yeah, she has a lot of experience with that.
What's her name?
She's called Maria Corelli.
Yeah.
She was actually on the podcast.
Really?
Cheap plug. Yeah, so if you listen back to that
sick.
podcast...
Yeah, I want to check that out.
She's incredible. And she basically... She got her friend to come along. She did a tour across the US.
Yeah.
She went all the way down to California, and she went rock climbing at different spots along the tour, and she just played gigs where she wanted to climb, and that funded, the petrol money for the whole trip. And she goes into the detail of like how that all went, and
that's incredible, man. I'm definitely checking that out.
And I think she plays a track on the podcast which was recorded in Nashville as well. But yeah.
What an idea.
Yeah. So if you're heading over there, maybe I could.
Too right, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
We are cultured on Local Distortion.
Yeah.
We don't just
get around.
we don't just do local acts.
Yeah.
We do local American acts. Also, we potentially might have a Danish rock band on this podcast very soon.
Love
potentially for, well, we'll just say next year, early next year, because we're still working out the kinks. But I won't mention the band's name. But
killer.
Yeah, listen to that podcast. It's so inspiring.
I'll check that, man.
Really inspiring stuff. So as we're talking about some of the podcast, obviously that I do here, want to know what do you think of the podcast so far?
I think it's awesome, man. Like we said, we've been on so many radio shows and what's around, and they're all good fun. They all do their bit, but they can be
they're formatted.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. There's a definite format. So I like things mixing it up. Chuck a funky ass looking ukulele into the mix, stuff like that. And it's like you say, I didn't seen that podcast straight away. there's something there for me that I want to listen to. So with the people you got as well, it just creates a...
I'm kind of amazed at the people I've managed to get on here.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I'm going to have to hump people's legs to get them to come to this unknown thing.
Yeah.
And people are they're just loving it.
Yeah, I think it's cool,
I'm
man.
turning people away.
Yeah.
Seriously. and it's not just podcast now. I showed
Exactly.
Oscar the new Glovebox Jukebox, which is going to be released in the coming weeks. Obviously, check out the first one I did with Grant from Seasons.
Which was class as well.
What did you think?
I
of
thought
the
it was
new
awesome,
episode?
man. When you showed me the Seasons ones prior, because I think you were definitely going to send it out, but you were like, I don't know when we're going to release it. I was like,
I done it ahead of time, didn't I?
I was like,
And I
that
showed
is
you guys.
spot on.
Yeah,
Like, I love them both, man. Got to definitely keep them going.
we'll get you on.
I'll have to dig some CDs out.
Yeah.
It'll all be on my phone. It's
We'll
on
do
Spotify now.
a joint one with an artist of your
Yeah,
choice.
sick.
Probably Tom Lumley.
yeah, standard.
Just rope him in. What people might not understand is it is pretty much just me doing all this. Like, I present the podcast, I edit the podcast, I do Glovebox Jukebox, I do all the editing for that. I do all my graphics as well. So all the graphic design you see, all the video editing side of things, that's all me as well.
Killer.
Pretty much all of the undiscovered sessions we've done so far, that's all been done through me as well, with notable help from people. I do have a lovely sound engineer. You can sometimes hear him on the podcast. He sometimes has random outbursts. I do have help, which is nice. And a lot of people are approaching me and they want to work with me and help out with projects. And
So you're right.
I now have an extra cameraman,
Yeah.
which is nice. And a couple of other things I can't announce yet, but I really want to announce some big things. And I've told Oscar and he's very excited. So the future is bright.
Bold.
Yeah, bold. And yeah, Local Distortion is going places. And it's only going to get bigger. So please, if you've just tuned in to listen to Oscar talk, thank you. Also check out some of the other podcasts we have and subscribe, because we'll rope Oscar into doing some more stuff. This is the place to be.
Yeah, too right, man.
Because you just never know what's going to happen next, really. Who knows?
Step forth to make somebody notice you, yeah. Find another way to collide. 'Cause you don't need to change your life for someone. Come get yourself on this ride. I need to feel safe, I won't get hurt. Just smile and let the sun shine. With all that I gave to you and all that I have to lose, I keep asking why. Tell her that I just don't feel anymore. I can't find the love inside of me, yeah. Maybe I won't go back anymore to being just another one of your fools. Is it time to start meeting better people? I won't impress you with a lie. Step out the crowd and make someone proud to be yours tonight. I need to feel safe, I won't get hurt. Just smile and let the sun shine. With all that I gave to you and all that I have to lose, I keep asking why. Tell her that I just don't feel anymore. I can't find the love inside of me, yeah. Maybe I won't go back anymore to being just another one of your fools. Is this you? Is this me?
now we're coming to the end of the show. We have one more question, which is kind of a returning segment on this show for frequent listeners. It's called Guilty Pleasures. The part of the show where we talk about songs or artists that are your guilty pleasures that you might not want to admit that you secretly love. You know, you sing in the shower. Got some cheesy pop on, maybe.
I've got a few, man. I'm going to start with, I have a massive, it's not really guilty pleasure because I straight up love it. And I'm openly fanatic about it. I love disco music.
Disco?
Old school 70s, 80s, dancing funk. It's just like...
Because you play a lot of like just rhythm stuff on your Instagram videos, don't you? You're very quiet on Facebook sometimes, but your Instagram is just like, I did this today.
I do love Instagram, man. If there was one social media platform, that's for me.
And you've always got the rhythms and the funky riffs going.
I think
is that all from the disco?
It must be because
stuff.
I mean, that's more just what I enjoy going out and getting drunk to. Like me and a mate, we just went through this phase of loving it. Like for me, it's a top night out. Like it's my favourite night out. If you go anywhere local in Cambridge, you get a lot of the same sort of people, same shit night. So you go somewhere different, get some fucking funk music on. Everyone's dancing on tables. It's wicked fun.
Where are these places? I want to go.
There's one in Cambridge called La Raza. It's a little...
Oh, really? That place?
Yeah, man. See, a lot of people say that, but I've had some wicked nights in that place. One guilty pleasure, and I listen to... I mean, I wouldn't say I'm ashamed of any of them. Kate Bush, people like that. But some people would go, what?
That's old school, man.
Yeah,
Kate Bush.
Kate Bush. People like Genesis, but they're not guilty pleasures. I'd love to say like something. Yeah, I love Phil Collins. I'd love to say something like Drake. I hate Drake. Love Katy Perry to bits.
Yeah, some of her songs are really good. A lot of the songs she doesn't release as singles.
Yeah, I know.
Some of her album tracks are really good.
Yeah.
And really well written. She did songs.
I'm an absolute John Mayer nut. I love John Mayer. And when they were together, they'd done a song together. And it was completely away from her pop vibe. So it was just stripped back. It was just her and John singing. It was so good. That's when I was like, shit, she is quality.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, there's loads of people like that, like Sia. I don't know, I'm just so, like pop. I guess like,
I just like
I'm no metalhead, but pop's a guilty pleasure, I suppose. But yeah, I can't really deal with too much of it because it grinds me down.
Warps your mind.
Yeah, but I do have I have a thing for like sad music as well. Like I'm not a depressive person in any way, shape, or form, but like it just chills me out. Neither am I like, I'm not like an angry person, but it just...
Can you give me an example?
I've like Bon Iver, which would be like a popular one. Yeah. Staves, love of Staves. There's so many, I can't even think now off the top of my head, but yeah, there would just be playlist after playlist.
Well, they released a CD recently. It was advertised on telly. Popular artists, but it was like their sad songs.
Yeah.
And like there was some Florence and the Machine on there and stuff.
Yeah.
And they called it gloom pop.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, just because they have to label everything, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's just what comes to mind.
Gloom I love gloom pop.
Hashtag gloom pop.
Yeah.
Right. So now I think that's the end of the show. I think we're all done. Thank you to my guest, Oscar Corney.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for coming down. I will now let you leave.
Yeah.
Where can everyone follow you on social media?
Check me out. Oscar Corney Music on Facebook, SoundCloud, anywhere else. Oscar Corney, just hopefully it should come up. Instagram, YouTube, the lot. Spotify, iTunes,
Twitter.
It's all there, yeah.
And you've got loads of content on YouTube. Most of it isn't on your channel.
Yeah, no, my
just type in Oscar Corney and you will have content for days.
Yeah, there's quite a bit on there now. Check it out.
Yeah, and check out the music video for You're Full.
Yeah, You're Full, latest single. Loads of new music coming soon as well, so stay posted.
Join the Local Distortion community on Facebook at facebook.com/localdistortionpodcast. And please subscribe to the Local Distortion YouTube channel. We've got loads more podcast interviews with probably all your favourite bands. Just go and have a look. We've got live performances as well from gigs. Also, Undiscovered Sessions, which is acoustic stuff from all the bands that I interview. Check that out as well. Thank you for listening. You notice I was wearing a V-neck top today. I did my research and I was like, Oscar Corney, he plays acoustic and wears
Always V-necks.
Yeah.
Wears a vest with his tat out.
Yeah, and I was like, I've got one of those tattoos.
Repping chest
What does
tats.
your one say?
It's cheesy, man, because I was about...
Mine's cheesy as well.
Dying to live.
Dying to
It is
live.
a cheesy quote, but I love it.
Okay, decide in the comments who's got the cheesiest chest tattoo. I have Fight Off Your Demons.
That's quite badass, though. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's pretty badass, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm dying to live, apparently. Most people on nights out go, what does it say? What does it say? I say, it's Latin, don't worry. You won't be able to read it.
They're too drunk to read it anyway.